Hi, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to Pink Lady Presents. And today, with my partner and co-host Chaplain Dove, I am so excited to present to you my president, Jane Austen, SAG-AFTRA Los Angeles president and national secretary, who I'm proud to welcome because you are running for next national SAG-AFTRA president. Wow. How do you feel about that?
I am very, very excited. Very excited. So thank you first for having me here, Dove and Pink. It's always just such a pleasure to see you guys and to be part of all of your activities that you're doing. But before we begin, I have to have a disclosure that I'm not here on official SAG-AFTRA business.
Nope.
I am here simply as Jane Austen, the national president candidate for SAG-AFTRA.
And wife, mother, and grandmother.
Nothing paid for by SAG-AFTRA funds.
Correct.
So there, my disclosure's done.
And nothing paid for by you because this is a public service
Exactly.
program.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
So, first of all, a lot of people, because a lot are not members and stuff, but some of them have children and grandchildren and partners that are members. What is SAG-AFTRA stand for?
Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Radio and Television Artists.
Yeah.
So basically, we cover anyone that's in front of the camera or behind the mic. Basically, that's it. So we have 160,000 members globally.
160,000 members.
Largest performers union.
Not a shabby deal.
Yeah, so it's a big deal.
It's a big
It
deal.
is. So why are you running as an independent candidate?
I was a part of Membership First, which is there's two slates, and it's mainly prominent in Los Angeles. You have Unite for Strength, you have Membership First. I started my service 16 years ago, and I was part of Membership First. And it was a very, very different group of performers that were running, that were participating, and all of this is volunteer. All of this is volunteer. These are not paid positions that the members that serve on the board.
Wow.
Like you have your staff and then you have your elected officials. That's all non-paid. That's all volunteer. But what happened is that I saw things changing. 4 years ago when I was elected Secretary Treasurer and the LA President, which has never happened.
As a stunt woman.
And especially as a stunt woman.
Right.
I got a different perspective and a very different look. Being the president of the largest local with 80,000 members, so that's half of the membership, and then being in the executive position of Secretary Treasurer, it was just a very different perspective. And being a rank and file member and not a celebrity, and I don't have an agent, and my husband is a stuntman also.
Fabulous.
And that the two of us, since we got our cards in 1987, have done nothing but work this contract. And we have bought our home. We have raised our children. We've been able to go on the occasional vacation. We've been able to pay all of our bills only working this contract. And what I've observed is that people aren't able to do that anymore.
No,
they're not able to. So, and the main reason why I left also is that we need to do change. And these slates, there's a lot of corruption in them. That they run celebrities, and then after the election, they replace the people that are the leaders of their groups that can't get elected. They replace them, and the celebrities resign, and then they take over. So where is the voice of the people really there?
Not there.
It's not.
No.
And so I just, I believed it was just time for change. And I took the leap. I jumped. Because to make the change, I literally jumped, and I'm hoping my airbag's going to be down there when I land. But
it will.
It
will.
But the point is that this is change. I was not afraid to take the change from myself personally with this election. So
I think that, there's so many questions, audience, and we're trying to get to the ones that we think might help everyone when they actually put that name, Jane Austen, to the check mark there. Yeah. Once elected, what are some of the biggest union issues that you want to spotlight in your first 100 days? That's a big one.
Yeah, and the biggest problem that I'm seeing is contract enforcement. And this has been a huge thing for me for the last 4 years. We got the departments back. That was one of the very first things I did 4 years ago as Secretary Treasurer. We got the stunt department, the dancers, the singers, the background. Because when merger happened, all the departments went away because they were trying to figure out how to merge the offices, how to merge the staff, how to merge the budgets. And so they did they wiped the slate clean. And it was when I got elected 4 years ago, I just went, we need these departments back because our members aren't being taken care of. And contract enforcement has gone rampant.
Yes.
That's one problem. And what it is, though, is there's two prongs to that. We need to educate the staff, uniform across the country, because I'll work in Los Angeles, and we have a lot of staff, and we have a lot of production here, but we have the office. And then I'll go work in New Mexico, and there won't be an office there, and a rep will come out, and the production there will go, oh, no, that's not the rules, and the rep won't necessarily have the same answer as the person in LA. So there's a lot of disconnect. Also, there's two prongs to the production with them breaking the rules. One, they don't know what the real rules are, or two, they do know, and they know they can get away with it.
Yes.
So, and then the other part of the two prongs is that we need to educate the members of what the rules really are.
Yes.
For example, half of our members don't know what the real travel provisions are to be able to, if you get paid or if you don't, or working as a local.
Right.
So that right there is the first thing. And we have that beautiful glossy magazine.
I know.
Why are we not educating? We've got our beautiful
I mean, it looks
website.
good.
We've got our YouTube channels. We've got all of these
know.
resources.
Yeah.
We've got a communications department that has 20 people in
But
it.
they're not communicating.
Why are we not coming up with a solid game plan?
Correct, yeah.
That's the number one thing, because once we fix that problem, that is going to put money in our members' pockets.
Because a lot
And
of us
that's really
do.
what it's all about.
Right, and a lot of us, and as a member, and I'm a proud member, dear friends, for about, 14 years now. My thing is that I don't know everything because it's not there. It's not readily available. It just isn't.
Oh, no. And if you see our TV theatrical contract, I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No.
It's like 5 pounds of words. I mean, it is the thickest thing, and it's just so, and there's stuff in there still talking about train travel.
Oh,
I mean, there's parts of
Okay.
it that are so antiquated, and to try to clean it up in the legalese
Right.
and there's all this new things that we want to add, and it's just, it needs
I would
to be.
imagine that with 21st century technology and social media, there's so much going on that's probably not even considered.
But what we need to do is we need to get everybody on the same page.
that's it.
That's what the problem is. There's such a disconnect and miscommunication between our reps and staff and
Right.
executive. I mean, they're just,
It's a
everybody
really
has
ask
to
you.
have the same answer.
It's a massive challenge, but we believe you're up for it.
You know what?
Why you're here.
Turning that knob,
Yeah.
one notch every day.
That's
you know,
right.
it'll be turned on eventually. So
You have something for Jane.
Well, I wanted to make sure, because our viewers know that I'm the president of the LA National Cemetery Foundation. And for the first time in over 100 years, we have issued a presentation coin. And not just because you're Jane Austen and you're the president of the LA Local, that's really not even why. The reason is because you assisted the National Cemetery in being able to have filming, which generates income for the National Cemetery, so that we can provide a better facility for the families of our veterans who have a loss. And because of that, on behalf of the Board of Directors and our Director, Tom Ruck, I want to present you with one of our first presentation coins in 100 years.
it is beautiful, and I am so honored to receive this. Thank you so much.
And we're honored to count you as a
Right.
friend.
Well-
And I want to tell you that Jane was with us on Memorial Day. She was honored by the National Cemetery Foundation for her work. We
With our
appreciate
veterans.
you.
Thank you.
You
Well,
know.
the veterans are very important to me. Being
Thank you.
a daughter, a sister, and a mom
Right.
of
Right.
5 veterans, that it's really important that these men and women that have served us
And
in our
I know
country, that-
something that they will never know, and that is we are members of Hollywood American Legion Post 43.
Yes,
and
Post
we
43.
and we installed now Colonel Jane Austen to be an honorary member of the American Legion Hollywood Post 43.
And with
Post
that,
43 is
I know.
We are honored.
and with that, I'll tell our audience,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming into us today.
Thank you for
There's
having me.
so much more, and that we will talk about in another chapter of Pink Lady Presents. So thank you
you.
so much, and God bless everyone out there. Vote Jane Austen.
No, just both.
I'm gonna live
Okay.
until I die.
That was
Keep
just
track.
perfect.
I'm gonna
I
laugh
wanted to get a couple.